Welcome back to MY Channel Coin Collectors, History Enthusiasts, and Investors. Today we are diving deep into a fascinating coin from American history, the 1994 Liberty One dime. This is not just any dime. This coin holds a special place in both the hearts of collectors and investors alike. If you're wondering what makes this particular coin so valuable and significant, stick around because we're about to explore its rich history, unique features, and growing worth in today's market. To truly appreciate the 1994 Liberty One dime, we need to understand its historical background. The Liberty dime, or more commonly known as the Roosevelt dime, has been in production since 1946 following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who was greatly revered for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. The dime was designed by John R. Sinek, and it was intended to commemorate Roosevelt's fight against polio, symbolized by the torch of freedom on the reverse side, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch symbolizing strength. This made the Roosevelt dime one of the most iconic and long-lasting designs in U.S. coinage history. In 1994, the Denver Mint produced a batch of dimes bearing the D Mint mark, which signified their origin. The Denver Mint was established in 1906 and quickly became a vital part of American coinage, particularly for producing coins for circulation in the western part of the United States. The 1994 D-dime is part of a much broader story of American resilience, symbolism, and craftsmanship. The 1994 Liberty One dime was minted with precision following the guidelines set out in the original Roosevelt dime design. However, it's not just the historical importance that gives this coin its value. Let's take a closer look at its design and composition. On the obverse side, we see the familiar profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt with the inscriptions "Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust," and the minting year 1994. The mint mark D on the obverse, located just above the date, is crucial because it tells us that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse side, we see the torch olive branch, an oak branch with the words United States of America e pluribus unum, and the denomination 1 dime. The simplicity and elegance of the design are balanced with powerful symbols that stand for the United States' commitment to freedom, peace, and strength. While millions of 1994 D-dimes were minted, not all are created equal. Certain factors make some dimes more desirable and valuable to collectors. The condition, known as the grade, and any errors or variations during the minting process can significantly affect a dime's worth. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state. A 1994 Liberty dime in pristine condition, graded MS 65 or higher, can fetch a premium in the market. Coins with rare errors, such as double die strikes, off-center strikes, or misaligned mint marks, are especially valuable because these types of errors are relatively uncommon and are sought after by coin collectors. Now let's get to the part you've all been waiting for: the value and worth of the 1994 Liberty One dime. If you're lucky enough to have one of these coins in your collection, or if you're looking to add one, you'll be happy to know that this dime could be worth much more than just 10 cents. On average, a 1994 D-dime in circulated condition is worth its face value 10 cents. However, for collectors, the real value lies in high-grade examples. A 1994 Liberty dime graded MS 65 could be valued around $5 to $10, but if you have a specimen in MS 67 or higher, the price can go up to $50 to $100 or more depending on the demand. Now, if you have a dime with a rare error, such as a double die or an off-center strike, you could be looking at hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Error coins are a collector's dream, and they tend to sell at auction for significant premiums. So, what makes the 1994 Liberty One dime a great coin for both collectors and investors? First, its historical significance as part of the long-standing Roosevelt dime series gives it an intrinsic value in American numismatic history. Secondly, the the fact that high-grade specimens and error coins can fetch significantly higher prices makes this a potentially lucrative investment. For those looking to invest in coins, this dime offers a balance of accessibility and potential for appreciation. While it's not as rare as some other coins, the 1994 Liberty dime is a prime example of how even a common coin can become valuable based on condition and unique characteristics. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting, keep an eye out for the 1994 Liberty 1 dime. Who knows? You might have a valuable piece of history sitting right in your pocket. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the 1994 Liberty 1 dime. If you found this video informative and valuable, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a coin episode. Let me know in the comments if you have one of these dimes in your collection, or if you've come across any rare coins. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep growing your knowledge and wealth through the incredible world of coins. If you're looking to learn more about coin collecting or are curious about the value of other coins, check out these recommended videos and links. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving into one of the most iconic and important coins in American history, the 1978 Liberty Quarter Dollar. This coin holds a rich history, key historical significance, and important value in the world of coin collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, this coin has something for everyone, from its role in American coinage to its increasing worth in today's market. In this video, we will explore everything from the design and history of the 1978 Liberty Quarter Dollar, the factors that affect its value, and most importantly, why this coin could be worth more than you think today. Stay tuned as we take a deep dive into the world of this quarter dollar. The Liberty Quarter Dollar, more commonly referred to as the Washington Quarter, has been a staple of American coinage since 1932. It was initially minted to commemorate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, the first President of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, the Washington Quarter was intended to replace the standing Liberty Quarter, which had been in circulation since 1916. However, the 1978 Liberty Quarter Dollar marks a critical point in the evolution of the coin. By 1978, the Washington Quarter had already cemented its place in the American economy and the hearts of coin collectors. This specific year is significant for several reasons. Material composition changes. Prior to 1965, quarters were made primarily of 90% silver and 10% copper. However, starting in 1965, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint transitioned to a copper-nickel clad composition. The 1978 Liberty Quarter is made of this copper-nickel composition, with a core of pure copper sandwiched between two layers of nickel. This change was necessary to ensure the longevity of U.S. coinage without relying on precious metals. By 1978, the U.S. economy was facing several challenges, including inflation, energy crises, and international trade shifts. These economic factors influenced the production of coinage. While the quarter continued to circulate, its purchasing power was decreasing due to inflation. Despite this, the quarter remained a vital denomination in everyday transactions. The Washington Quarter's design remained relatively consistent since its introduction, with George Washington's profile on the obverse front and the American eagle on the reverse back. The 1978 coin was among the last quarters before the redesigns of the State Quarters program in 1999, which introduced unique state-specific designs. As mentioned earlier, the obverse features the famous bust of George Washington, which has been a constant since the coin's introduction in 1932. Washington is depicted facing left with the word Liberty inscribed above his head. Below his chin, the date 1978 is prominently displayed. The motto "In God We Trust" is to the left, reinforcing America's historical commitment to faith and liberty. The reverse side of the coin displays a majestic bald eagle, a symbol of American strength and freedom, clutching a bundle of arrows. The eagle's wings are spread, showcasing its power and dominance. Surrounding the eagle, you'll find the words United States of America and $quarter, indicating the coin's denomination. The simplicity yet strength of the design is one of the reasons the Liberty $quarter has remained so beloved by both everyday Americans and collectors alike. Now let's talk about what every collector is eager to know: the value of the 1978 Liberty $quarter. While most of these coins are still in circulation and might be used in daily transactions, the value of your quarter can range significantly depending on a few key factors. Circulated versus uncirculated. The most critical factor in determining the value of your 1978 quarter is its condition. Quarters that have been heavily circulated will show wear and tear, with details of Washington's portrait and the eagle appearing dull or worn down. These are often worth face value or slightly more. Uncirculated quarters that have never entered circulation and remain in pristine condition, referred to as mint state, can be worth considerably more. These coins may display sharp, crisp details and a bright luster. A mint state 65 ms 65 1978 Liberty quarter can fetch up to $20, while higher grades like MS 67 or better can bring in even more. In 1978, the quarter was minted at both the Philadelphia No Mint Mark and Denver D Mint Mark mints. While both mints produced millions of quarters that year, certain mint marks or production errors can increase the coin's value. Generally, Denver minted quarters tend to have slightly higher values in top condition. Some 1978 Liberty quarters may have been struck with minting errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or weak strikes. These errors are highly sought after by collectors and can significantly increase the value of the coin. For example, a rare double die error on a 1978 quarter could skyrocket its value to hundreds of dollars or more, depending on the error's prominence and condition. While the 1978 Liberty quarter is not made of silver like its pre-1965 counterparts, it remains a part of American history and is often sought after by collectors aiming to complete sets of Washington quarters. Additionally, quarters from this era are considered semi-modern, and as time passes, their rarity and value are expected to increase, especially for those in top grades. As of today, most 1978 Liberty quarters in circulated condition are worth their face value of 25 cents. However, if you have a quarter that has been well preserved, especially one that has been graded by a professional grading service, its value can range from $5 to $20 or more for high-grade examples. For collectors looking for era coins or rare varieties, prices can soar into the hundreds of dollars depending on the rarity and demand. In summary, while the 1978 Liberty $quarter may appear as just another coin in your pocket, its historical significance and collectible potential make it a valuable piece of American history. Over time, its worth may continue to grow, particularly for those who can find coins in mint condition or with rare errors. Nostalgia and history. For many people, the Washington quarter represents a connection to American heritage and George Washington's enduring legacy. The 1978 quarter falls within a historical period just before the major changes to U.S. coinage in the 1990s, making it a fascinating part of the Washington quarter's long-standing design. While the 1978 Liberty quarter may not have the immediate allure of gold or silver coins, its value lies in its scarcity in top condition and its role as a crucial component of Washington quarter collections. In the coming decades, we can expect the value of high-quality, uncirculated 1978 quarters to rise as collectors seek to complete their sets of 20th-century quarters. Washington quarter's design, unchanged for decades, became a part of the American identity. It's more than just a coin, it's a symbol of the country's resilience, democracy, and values, which makes owning a piece of this history a point of pride for many collectors. The 1978 Liberty $quarter may be just a coin to some, but for collectors and historians, it represents much more. From its place in American coinage to its potential value in the collector's market, the 1978 quarter is a fascinating and essential piece of numismatic history. Whether you have one in your pocket, in a collection, or are hunting for one in mint condition, this coin offers more than meets the eye. Thank you for watching this deep dive into the 1978 Liberty Quarter Dollar. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth videos on coin collecting, history, and valuation. If you've got any rare or interesting coins, let us know in the comments below. Who knows? Your coin might be our next feature. Welcome back to MY Channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures and fascinating histories behind coins from around the world. Today we'll dive deep into one of the most iconic coins in American numismatics, the 1987 Liberty Quarter Dollar. From its rich historical context to its present-day value and worth, this coin has a lot to offer both collectors and history enthusiasts alike. If you're looking to learn everything there is to know about the 1987 Liberty Quarter Dollar, from its detailed origins to its worth in the market today, this video is for you. The Liberty Quarter Dollar has been a staple in American currency since its introduction in 1796, but the 1987 quarter is part of a significant chapter in U.S. coinage history, the Washington Quarter Series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of President George Washington. In 1987, the U.S. Mint was in the middle of producing quarters with the familiar Washington quarter design, featuring a profile of George Washington on the obverse front. The reverse back shows the American eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows, and an olive branch symbolizing strength and peace. This design was created by sculptor John Flanagan and was used for many decades until new designs were introduced in later years. The letter D stands for the Denver Mint, where this particular quarter was struck. The Denver Mint is one of the primary production facilities of the U.S. Mint and has been instrumental in creating coins for over a century. The D mint mark indicates the origin of the coin and can greatly affect its value depending on factors like production numbers, quality, and collector demand. In 1987, the U.S. was experiencing economic shifts, and the value of money was a hot topic. Coins produced during this period, including the 1987 Liberty Quarter Dollar, are particularly interesting to collectors due to the economic backdrop, their overall quality, and relatively high mint numbers, making them a symbol of American stability and history during the late 20th century. The 1987 Liberty Quarter Dollar was struck at the Denver Mint, which minted 655,594,296 quarters in that year. While this number seems high, not all of these quarters have survived the test of time. Many were heavily circulated, lost, or damaged, leaving a smaller number in mint state or uncirculated condition. This is key when we discuss the coin's value today. Coins struck at the Denver Mint are known for their fine quality control, and some 1987 quarters display sharp details and near-flawless surfaces. These high-quality coins fetch a premium on the collector's market. The 1987 Liberty Quarter Dollar is composed of copper-nickel-clad, a mixture of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, which was standard for quarters minted after 1965. Before that, quarters were made of 90% silver, making earlier quarters highly valuable in the precious metal market. Although the 1987 quarter doesn't contain silver, its numismatic value, which is based on factors like rarity, condition, and historical significance, can drive up its price significantly, especially in higher grades. Now, let's talk about the collector's value and grading. The value of the 1987 Liberty Quarter Dollar can range widely depending on the condition of the coin. Coin collectors use a grading system called the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin free from any flaws or wear. Most 1987 quarters are found in circulated condition, meaning they were used in everyday transactions. These typically hold a value between 25 cents to $1 unless they have some special characteristic like a mint error. Coins that were never used and remain in mint state condition are far more valuable. A 1987 D Liberty Quarter in MS-60 mint state 60 can be worth around $5 to $10. If you find one graded as MS-65 or higher, it could be worth $20 to $30, and if you're lucky enough to find one in MS-67 or MS-68, its value could rise to $50 or more. While the 1987 D quarter was not struck as a proof coin, proof versions of other coins in this series, especially from the Philadelphia Mint, can fetch significant amounts due to their sharp details and mirror-like surfaces. Error coins are another factor that can skyrocket the value of a 1987 D Liberty quarter. Some errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or misaligned dies make these coins rare and sought after by collectors. Error coins can fetch prices upwards of $100 to $200 depending on the severity and rarity of the error. In 2024, collectors and investors are increasingly interested in coins with historical significance and aesthetic appeal. While silver or gold content drives much of the value in older coins, clad coins like the 1987 D quarter are gaining traction due to their rarity in higher grades. For an average 1987 D quarter in circulated condition, its value remains around its face value or slightly more. However, for mint state and error varieties, the big worth of money can surprise you. At auctions and high-end numismatic sales, a 1987 D quarter in MS-68 grade can fetch upwards of $200 or more, especially if it has an error or unique feature. The coin market is dynamic, and values can fluctuate based on demand, economic conditions, and the coin's overall availability. Investing in a 1987 D Liberty quarter dollar might not seem like a big deal at first glance, but when we talk about rare mint state versions, error coins, and special varieties, this coin presents a fantastic opportunity for numismatists and investors alike. As time passes and more circulated coins wear down or are lost, the rarity of pristine examples will only increase, driving their prices higher. If you're lucky enough to have a 1987 D Liberty quarter dollar in your collection, here are some tips on how to evaluate and potentially sell it. First and foremost, condition is key. Make sure your coin is graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC to determine its true value. Check for any mint errors such as doubling on the lettering or an off-center strike, as these can increase your coin's worth exponentially. Platforms like eBay, heritage auctions, or great collections are great places to sell rare and valuable coins to a wide audience. Attending local coin shows or consulting professional coin dealers can help you get a better understanding of your coin's value and market demand. The 1987 D Liberty quarter dollar might seem like a regular coin, but when you dive deep into its history, rarity, and value, you realize it's much more than just pocket change. Whether you're a casual collector or a serious investor, this coin has the potential to be a valuable piece of American numismatic history. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1987 D Liberty quarter dollar, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow coin enthusiasts. Let us know in the comments what coin you'd like us to explore next, and as always, happy collecting! Welcome, coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today we dive into one of the most iconic and widely circulated coins in U.S. history, the 2001 D Liberty 1 dime. This coin is much more than just a 10-cent piece. It carries with it a rich legacy, significant historical context, and for some collectors a high monetary value that may surprise you. In this video we're going to explore everything about the 2001 D Liberty dime, from its deep history to its potential for being worth much more than its face value. Stick around, you won't want to miss the insights we'll uncover. The Liberty dime, also known as the Roosevelt dime, has been a crucial part of American currency since its introduction in 1946. The design was chosen to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the nation through both the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt was also a key advocate for the March of Dimes, a campaign that sought to raise funds to combat polio, a disease that Roosevelt himself struggled with. Now, fast forward to the year 2001, a significant year for various reasons. America was on the brink of entering the 21st century with hope, but it was also a period marked by profound changes and challenges. The dime minted in this year, particularly the 2001 Liberty dime, struck at the Denver Mint, reflects this transition in both its design and its collector's significance. Let's take a closer look at the physical characteristics of the 2001 Liberty dime. On the obverse side, you'll find a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek, the chief engraver of the United States Mint. The inscription Liberty is boldly placed to the left, symbolizing the nation's enduring values, while the words "In God We Trust" are placed on the right, representing America's spiritual heritage. The year 2001 is inscribed below Roosevelt's bust, and to the right of the date is the mint mark D, signifying that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint is known for its quality production, which is why the 2001 Liberty dime is a favorite among collectors. On the reverse side, the design features a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. These elements represent freedom, peace, and strength, key values in American society. The words United States of America and E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one, remind us of the unity that defines the nation. The 2001 Liberty dime was part of a significant mintage year. Over 1.5 billion dimes were struck at the Denver Mint in 2001, making this coin a common one in circulation. But that doesn't mean all 2001 dimes are created equal. This particular dime, though part of a massive production run, represents a turning point for the U.S. Mint. 2001 was the final year before the events of September 11, 2001, forever changed the country's political and social landscape. In many ways, the 2001 Liberty dime is a snapshot of pre-9/11 America, representing a time of relative peace and economic prosperity. Now, while most 2001 Liberty dimes are fairly common, there are some rare varieties and mint errors that make certain coins incredibly valuable. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that have defects or errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks. These minting mistakes turn ordinary coins into unique, sought-after pieces. One such example is the double die error, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a misalignment in the minting process. If you happen to come across a 2001 Liberty dime with such an error, its value can soar into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. Like all coins, the value of a 2001 Liberty dime depends greatly on its condition. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect, flawless specimen. Most dimes in circulation will have some degree of wear, typically grading between fine and extremely fine. However, uncirculated or mint state coins, those that have never been used in transactions, can be worth much more. For example, a 2001 Liberty dime in mint state MS65 or higher can fetch anywhere from $1 to $10, which may seem modest at first. But if you own one that has rare features or errors, the price can skyrocket. There are instances where perfectly graded, error-free coins have been sold at auctions for hundreds of dollars due to their rarity and desirability among collectors. Some 2001 Liberty dimes have made headlines in the numismatic community due to their impressive auction records. In 2020, a rare error coin from this mint year was sold at auction for nearly $500, a staggering sum for what many would consider a humble dime. These high prices reflect the rarity and desirability of these error coins, as well as the passion of collectors who understand their true value. For a coin minted in such high quantities, it's these rare varieties and mint state conditions that push the value into the realm of big money. This makes the 2001 D Liberty dime a must-watch for any serious collector. So why does the 2001 D Liberty dime matter today? It's more than just a piece of pocket change. This coin embodies the legacy of Franklin D. Roosevelt, one of America's greatest leaders. It represents a crucial moment in the nation's history, just before the world was drastically altered by the events of September 11th. The coin is also a symbol of the mint's dedication to producing reliable and lasting currency, while still holding the possibility of becoming a rare treasure for collectors. For those who study coins, or numismatists, it's the hunt for the rare varieties, the era coins, the perfect mint conditions that transforms an ordinary dime into a valuable piece of American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 2001 D Liberty dime is a fascinating piece of numismatic history. Be sure to check your collection, you might just have a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. And remember, coin collecting isn't just about monetary value. It's about preserving the stories and legacies these coins carry with them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare coins, their histories, and their true value. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and you never know what treasure you'll uncover next. This script is designed to captivate viewers, providing them with historical context, key details, and potential value for the 2001 D Liberty 1 dime, making it a compelling and informative video for coin collectors and enthusiasts alike. Welcome back, fellow coin enthusiasts and collectors. Today we're diving deep into the history, value, and significance of a coin that has stood the test of time, the 2004 P Liberty 1 dime. Whether you're new to coin collecting or a seasoned numismatist, this video will uncover everything you need to know about this iconic piece, and why it may hold far more value than you think. The Liberty 1 dime, known more commonly as the Roosevelt dime, has a rich history dating back to 1946. But why Roosevelt? Well, Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, was not only a key figure during the Great Depression and World War II, but he was also deeply committed to public health causes. Roosevelt, who himself suffered from polio, was instrumental in the foundation of the March of Dimes, a charity aimed at combating polio. Following Roosevelt's death in 1945, the U.S. Mint chose to honor him by featuring his profile on the dime. The first Roosevelt dime was minted in 1946, replacing the winged Liberty Head dime, also known as the Mercury dime. Fast forward to 2004, and we have the P mark, which signifies the Philadelphia Mint as the production site for this specific coin. Like all Roosevelt dimes, the 2004 P dime features the iconic image of Roosevelt on the front, while the reverse side showcases a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. Let's take a closer look at the technical details of this coin. The 2004 P Liberty 1 dime is composed of a copper nickel clad, meaning it has a pure copper core with outer layers of nickel and copper. It weighs exactly 2.268 grams and has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters. The reeded edge, consisting of 118 tiny ridges, was designed to prevent shaving off precious metals, though this is a historical legacy from the time when dimes were made of silver. The 2004 P dime, with the P standing for Philadelphia, was minted in the tens of millions, making it one of the more common varieties from the Roosevelt dime series. However, not all 2004 P dimes are created equal. Some varieties, such as era coins or coins in exceptional mint condition, can carry significant additional value. So, what is the true value of a 2004 P Liberty 1 dime? At first glance, you might think it's just a dime worth 10 cents. But for collectors, the real value can be much higher. Depending on the coin's condition, also known as its grade, the 2004 dime can be worth anywhere from its face value to several dollars in the collector market. Coins in circulated condition, those that have been used in everyday transactions, generally fetch between 10 to 20 cents just above their face value. However, if you have an uncirculated 2004 dime, particularly one that has been graded by professional organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, you're looking at higher value. A coin in mint state, graded MS65 or higher, can be valued between $5 to $15, depending on market demand. But if you have an MS67 or higher, the value jumps considerably, with some coins fetching upwards of $100 at auction. Error coins are where things get really interesting. The 2004 Liberty 1 dime has had some notable error varieties, including die cracks, off-center strikes, and double die obverse. These mistakes during the minting process are rare, making error coins extremely sought after by collectors. Depending on the rarity and severity of the error, some error dimes have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. What makes the 2004 Liberty 1 dime so valuable to collectors? First, its connection to Franklin D. Roosevelt, a key figure in American history, imbues the dime with historical significance. Second, the fact that dimes prior to 1965 were made of 90% silver makes collectors eager to add later dimes to their collections, in the hopes of completing the entire Roosevelt series. The 2004 dime also benefits from its status as a relatively modern coin, meaning there are still high-quality, uncirculated examples available to collectors. Unlike much older coins, you still have a good chance of finding this dime in pristine condition, particularly if it has been well preserved. Now, let's talk about big worth. While individual coins might not be worth a fortune, those who invest in coins like the 2004 Liberty 1 dime are often thinking long-term. The value of collectible coins tends to appreciate over time, especially when they're in mint condition or part of a rare series. Additionally, collectors who have full sets of Roosevelt dimes from 1946 to present day, including error varieties and high-grade examples, can see their collection's value soar into the thousands of dollars. This makes the 2004 dime an important piece in a much larger investment puzzle. In conclusion, while the 2004 Liberty 1 dime might look like just another piece of spare change in your pocket, its history, rarity, and potential for value make it a hidden gem in the numismatic world. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or someone fascinated by American history, this dime has plenty to offer. So, next time you come across one, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small fortune in your hand. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coins, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future upload. Let us know in the comments what coin you'd like to see next. This script provides a thorough look at the 2004 Liberty 1 dime, from its historical significance to its investment potential, making it a perfect topic for a valuable, high-level YouTube video. Welcome back to MY channel. If you're a coin collector, history enthusiast, or just curious about how certain coins hold massive worth, you're in for a treat. Today we're diving deep into the 2007 Liberty $quarter, a coin that has become highly sought after in the world of numismatics, especially because it represents Montana, often referred to as Big Sky Country. This coin is part of the famous 50-state quarters program and holds a significant place in American history, reflecting the legacy of liberty, natural beauty, and heritage. So let's explore the coin's design, history, and more importantly, why this coin can fetch some serious money in the collector's market. The 2007 Liberty $quarter, or more commonly known as the Montana Quarter, was minted as part of the 50-state quarters program. Launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999, this program spanned a decade and commemorated each of the 50 U.S. states with a unique quarter released every year representing a different state. In 2007, Montana was one of the 5 states that saw their design featured. The idea behind the 50-state quarters program was to give each state an opportunity to showcase their unique history, culture, and heritage on the nation's currency. It became one of the most successful coin programs ever undertaken by the U.S. Mint, capturing the imagination of collectors and the general public alike. By the end of the program, an estimated 147 million Americans, nearly half the population at the time, were collecting these quarters. Montana, known for its vast landscapes, rugged mountains, and open skies, is often referred to as Big Sky Country, and the 2007 quarter captures that essence beautifully. Montana became the 41st state in the Union in 1889, and this quarter celebrates its heritage. The 2007 P Montana Liberty Quarter is minted at the Philadelphia Mint, hence the P Mint mark, and is one of the most sought-after quarters from the program. Its imagery and symbolism have elevated its place in coin collecting circles. The 2007 P Liberty Quarter features a detailed design with strong ties to Montana's identity. Let's break down the elements of this beautiful coin. As with all quarters in the series, the obverse side features a portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This design, originally created by sculptor John Flanagan in 1932, has become iconic over the years. Above Washington's head, the word Liberty is inscribed along with "In God We Trust" on the left. The year 2007 is prominently displayed at the bottom, and the mint mark P for Philadelphia appears below Washington's bust. The reverse side of the 2007 Montana quarter is where things get really interesting. The central image features the skull of a bison. The bison, often referred to as the buffalo, has long been a symbol of the American West and the indigenous peoples of North America. For Montana, the bison also represents the wild and free spirit of the state. The most prominent image on the reverse is the bison's skull. It's not just a nod to Montana's Native American heritage, but also a reminder of the vast herds of bison that once roamed the prairies of Montana. It reflects the state's connection to wildlife and its frontier spirit. Behind the skull, there's a detailed depiction of Montana's famous mountains. The Rockies cut through the state, and these towering mountains symbolize the state's rugged natural beauty and its untamed wilderness. Below the bison's skull, you'll see the inscription "Big Sky Country," Montana's nickname. The state is known for its expansive horizons and open landscapes, giving the impression that the sky itself is larger here. Surrounding the design are the words "Montana, the year 1889, the year Montana joined the Union," and the official state motto "E pluribus unum," Latin for "out of many one." Overall, the reverse side of the coin offers a striking and bold representation of Montana's deep connection with nature and its historical legacy. The 2007 Montana Liberty Quarter was produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver Mints, but today we are focusing on the Philadelphia Mint version. This version is special for collectors due to certain factors we'll cover shortly. While millions of these quarters were produced, some stand out due to their minting errors or rare features which greatly enhance their value in the numismatic market. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. The value of the 2007 P Montana Liberty Quarter. In everyday circulation, most 2007 P Montana quarters won't fetch more than 25 cents, especially if they are worn from use. However, if you find a quarter in uncirculated condition, or better yet in MS65 grade or higher, its value begins to climb. Coins that are graded mint state are pristine and untouched, making them highly desirable among collectors. Where the real money comes into play is when you find era coins or rare varieties of the 2007 P Montana quarter. Some of the most valuable era coins from this series include where the coin is misaligned during the minting process. These coins can be worth $50 to $100 or more, depending on the severity of the error. Double dies. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin has an impression that appears twice slightly offset. These era coins are highly sought after with values reaching $100 or more. This error occurs when a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to a faulty planchet. Clipped planchet coins can be valued at $50 to $200 if you have a coin that has been professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC, and it reaches an extremely high grade such as MS67 or higher. It can significantly increase the value. In fact, coins with an MS67 grade have sold for $300 or more. Moreover, proof versions of the Montana quarter, especially those struck in silver, can reach even higher values. Proof quarters are struck using specially polished dies, giving them a mirror-like finish. These coins are not intended for circulation and are often sold in collector's sets. Proof versions can fetch anywhere from $5 to $30 depending on their condition and rarity. The 2007 P Liberty Quarter Dollar representing Big Sky Country is not just a beautiful coin, it's a window into Montana's rich natural and cultural heritage. For coin collectors, it offers a blend of artistic merit, historical significance, and potential financial value, especially when you come across a high-grade or era coin. Given the popularity of the 50-state quarters program, these coins have remained highly desirable, particularly among those who appreciate the distinct designs. With the potential to sell for hundreds of dollars in pristine condition or with minting errors, this coin can be a lucrative find. So, if you're lucky enough to come across a 2007 P Liberty quarter in exceptional condition, don't let it slip through your fingers. It could be worth far more than you think. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2007 P Montana Liberty quarter. If you enjoyed learning about this coin's rich history, value, and significance, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating coin stories. What coin should we cover next? Let us know in the comments below. Happy collecting!